Hey there, this is Game More Game. I am Boob. Welcome back. Today we're gonna play some Hand of Fate. I've been playing a lot of this game.
One more for the game.
I don't have a huge amount of time in, but let's watch some of this right here.
You have passed the 13 gates. And you come to my table to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered.
Apparently the subtitles run a lot faster than the
I
actual
refuse none
speaking.
who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
I'm not turning back. Just so we're clear, spoiler, not turning back. I really like the talking that the dealer in this game does, so I'll try to remember to stay a little quiet when he does start talking, just so you can hear it, because that's one of my favorite parts of this game, is just the interaction with this fellow here. Anyway, let's get started. I'll explain more as we go along.
Game begins.
I've reset all my
One
progress.
lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of.
Yeah, I've reset all my progress, so I haven't seen all of the game or all of the cards, or quite a bit of this game is still a mystery to me. I'll say that anyway. We're also going to be playing with the DLC activated after a couple runs. It takes a couple runs of this game to activate it.
Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust.
Ooh.
12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
So basically this guy has 12 members of his court, and we're going to be taking them all down. This whole thing is very mysterious anyway. The game itself runs a lot like a roguelike with like floors and stuff like that, but the floors are going to be made up of cards. So anyway, let's get going. Jack of Dust. The bandit leader is strong and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his followers to steal gold on each hit. You son of a bitch. In the ruins of an ancient temple, among the eternally shifting sand dunes, lives the mysterious leader of the desert bandits, infamous for his reign of terror over any spice caravans that dare take their chance traveling through his domain. He rules as a king over the barren lands. So you're like the king of shit, basically. Alright. Let's get that high action guitar going. Get away from me, Spider. You're just too creepy. If you any cards you touch, you get to keep.
Fall where they may.
Okay, so
Begin.
things will move faster in future episodes, but for now I'm just going to be explaining things. That little marker on the first card represents me, the adventurer, the awesome man I am. And the cards laid out there represent the area we're in, or you might consider it to be like a floor if you want to consider it like the Binding of Isaac or many other roguelikes anyway. So as we move across them, there are cards. There is a deck building element to this.
I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
Yeah, there's a deck building element to this, and our cards will increase and will unlock new cards as we go along. But yeah, let's just get through this. One day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon do you ask of me? Longer life, I think, is going to be an HP up, so my total health will grow. Supplies, I think, will be like a shield or a weapon, and gold is obviously pretty straightforward. It's gold. I'm going to go for supplies. Okay, I guess food is obviously included in that. The bread will sustain you for many hours. The dealer draws you 2 food gain cards. Now, the food gain cards actually have their own stack too, and you'll get more powerful or less powerful food gain cards as time goes on as well. So, the greatest of magical artifacts were forged long ago and have only limited uses before their power is spent. Use them wisely, and they may guide you to victory. Farewell, mortal. Thanks, Merith. Onward. Twisted Canyon. Alright, I like this card.
Moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
Now, hopefully you can hear him speaking. That's why I'm trying to not talk over him. But I'll have a look at this video afterwards and make sure that he is actually audible, because I do enjoy the interaction with the dealer. Anyway, you see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of a canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. Climb down to retrieve the weapon, or leave it. We're going after the weapon. We're not leaving that weapon down there. That's ours. That skeleton doesn't deserve it. Now, these cards do, like, physically exist here. Well, like, they don't. They're in 3D space, obviously, like video game territory. But the cards are actually there, so if your eye is quick, you can watch them move. In the future, the movement of the cards will get a lot harder to deal with. Anyway, So let's just pick that success, because it was pretty obvious that time. Very carefully, you make your way to the bottom of the canyon. You retrieve the weapon from the ancient corpse. Draw one equipment card. Again, our equipment cards work the same as well. There will accrue more and more equipment cards, and we kind of get a pool of them, and then cards are drawn at random from that pool. Equipment cards are basically always good, though, but they're not always better than what you have, necessarily. So anyway, we've got an axe, does 25 damage. It replaces our rusty axe, which is basically just what we have for the tutorial. You mostly start with the regular axe for most runs. Ooh, Mr. Lionel!
I was never a fan of illusion or pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes a seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. Yeah, I would say so. Look at that picture. That guy's he's a train wreck. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. Okay. I can't give him 20 gold. Giving him the bread from my plate is like the least I can possibly give him. He also cackles uncontrollably for a few moments, then sits down. I'm going to ask him what he needs. I need to help you. Mr. Lionel taps a staff on the ground. A shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellow teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? So, one equipment card. Mr. Lionel, I think it's a tutorial thing. He basically always gives you a shield, but he's also a good card to have around because he oftentimes will give you a shield. Alright, reflect. Shields with this trait allow the hero to reflect projectiles back at the attacker. This must be performed with precise timing as the projectile draws near. Press Y button to reflect projectiles. Look for the green indicator above the hero's head. Counter. Weapons with this trait allow the hero to counter their foes' attacks. Look for the green attack indicators above foes. Press Y to counter. Now, if you played Assassin's Creed or any of the Batman games or many, like, let's say, geez, not Shadow of the Colossus, the Lord of the Rings game, like Shadow of Mordor, that's what the combat is, essentially. It's, you can attack all you want because you get instant interrupts by pressing your counter button. Anyway, let's keep going.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Alright. Anyway, then before we can do anything about it, he snatches some of our stuff and runs off. Alright, stairs. So this is the end of the floor. Down once more. Seeking the heart of it all. You've discovered the exit of this area. Let's take the stairs. Turning back just it gives us the option to like go back through the floor if there's anything we want to go back to, which we don't. So let's move on.
You're on the final floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him.
Okay, and
if you defeat me, well, it is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of.
Yeah, normally floors or, well, I guess levels are a lot longer than this, but this is just basically the tutorial stuff, so it's just going to be two floors. A winding trail.
An ambush. Hardly fair.
Alright, let's get some combat. Suddenly a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. The dealer draws you one monster card. Okay, monster cards work the same way. Our pool of monster cards will grow over time and become more varied and more dangerous, frankly. And you never quite know what you're going to get with any encounter. So, yeah, it's pretty cool like that. To a dust, no problem. Weapons bristle from the trees around you. Their wielders' faces obscured by the undergrowth. Give us all your gold or die. Attack the cowardly band for daring to threaten you. Fucking right. You shout a battle cry. Let me see. What would my battle cry be? There's that prank video where the guys drop their pants and come after people, and they're like, you want to razzle dazzle? I'm gonna picture myself yelling that at them. I yell, you want to razzle dazzle, and I shake my G-string at them. All right, let's go. The battle begins. Sorry for that imagery I had to put you through. All right, let's do this. Two of dust. It's just gonna be two regular old bandits. They picked the wrong fight here. Oh, and also your cards stack up like this, and it shows you all your gear. I really love how the card dynamic is done on this. You can now
counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing.
I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. You can see here what the controls are. If you want to take a longer look at it, you can hit pause. There's also the shoulder buttons for using special abilities, but we don't have any of those yet. So the green mark over his head is my chance to counter. It gives me a ton of time. Combat in this game is not the toughest thing. At least not yet, anyway. Boom. I really like how it works, though, because it slows down when enemies are attacking you. And also, that final hit is just spectacular. It's a lot more interesting once you get a lot more enemies coming after you, obviously. But anyway, that's all for that one. 3 gain cards. Jesus, that's pretty good. Draw 1 weapon from the armory. We get a sword.
Most fundamental symbol of might.
23 damage. I think that's actually less than the one we have. Must be really quick.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, and see, the dealer will fuck with you by like questioning your choices and stuff. But like I say, I enjoy the interaction between the player and the dealer on this. I don't know. I find it really interesting. I love how this game's laid out. Like the.
What did you think would happen with a card called
The style of this game
ambush,
is so great.
Eh?
Slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger. Draw 1 monster card. 2 of dust. So no big deal. Let's take these guys out and move on. We're gonna go get this Jack of Dust guy killed in no time. I skipped the cards, giving me my gear that time. Yeah, it looks as though the sword is a little faster, actually. And see, I can hit guys when they're on the ground, but there's a big delay to it. See, like he really takes a second to get down and hit them. So no big deal. Another perfect combat. Probably not gonna get hit until we get to the boss here, which will be the Jack of Dust, and he's basically on that last card. While searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realize that one of your opponents is only pretending to be dead. That sneaky fuck. Sneak up and kill them. Alright, so we give it another chance here, which we'll shuffle the cards for. See, I try to watch one of the success cards, and then if it goes on the top, I watch where it goes. And it was this one this time, obviously. A quick weapon blow to the head fixes that. Jesus. You finished searching the area. That's a pretty brutal bit of imagery. Ooh, a healing cap. Any healing that the player receives is doubled. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good helmet, actually.
All you need is a channel for power, and it's simple enough.
Alright. What else we got? 3 food. We've got just a ridiculous amount of food. Doing pretty good on gold, too. Alright, 45 gold, 28 food, and 100 health. We haven't been hit. That's good. Traveling Tinkerer. There are stores intermingled throughout the cards as time goes on, and there's several different types of them that have specific things that they do. This one's Traveling Tinkerer. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Putting yourself off the side of a trail, like in a shady spot, is not the best thing to do if you want people to see you buy your stuff. Just saying. Anyway, let's approach the shop. Greetings, wise traveler. I have much to offer you. I know I'm moving slow right now, but I just want to explain stuff in this first video, and
we're starting to get into the meat of the
when we get into the next
back and forth between
few runs, things are going to move a little faster. Alright, let's see what he's got for sale. We can buy items here. He's got a shield, a sword, an axe, and a rusty axe. None of this is worthwhile. We can buy food here, and it comes in different amounts. We can buy 1 for 4 or 3 for 11. It gets to be a slightly better deal based on what's going on. And then we can sell our crappy items for marginal value. Let's go ahead and sell our axe, because I don't think it's going to come in handy, and nothing is really going to happen to us since this is just the tutorial. Unless I really mess up this combat, this guy is guaranteed to go down. Jack of Dust. The bandit leader is stronger and faster.
Champion. A good man, driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron I forge my tools. Now we see your metal.
Awesome. I love that, because like he basically keeps a court of these people, right? He has these 12 people that are kind of like, I don't know if there's protectors or people he's defeated himself or not, but yeah, again, I really love the atmosphere to this. So let's read this. The bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his followers to steal gold on each hit. Well, I brought plenty of that. In the ruins of an ancient temple among the eternally shifting sand dunes lives the mysterious leader of the desert bandits, infamous for his reign of terror over any spice caravans that dare take their chances traveling through his domain. He rules as a king over the barren lands. Well,
this token will
he can
unlock
rule
more cards if
as a
you
king
defeat this encounter.
over the tip of my sword. Oh yeah, you've discovered the Jack of Dust. Let's go get him. Oh, yeah, and there's that little sun underneath the card there. That means there's tokens that we'll unlock, which basically is how we earn more cards to increase the count of our deck. Can I just say that guy's hair is fucking terrible? I don't know what he was thinking, but, you know, I bet you the other bandits, when he's not around, make fun of his, hair, you know?
Or stop them with your own counterattack.
Alright. Nope. Okay, when you see those red marks, that means it's that's what the guy was explaining there. It's an uncounterable attack, so if you see red marks, you just want to get the hell out of the way. Look, oh, that was actually a finisher there. I don't do those very often. You need to hit them. It looks as though I need to hit them 3 times when they're on the ground to do like a special finishing move. Oh no, what am I doing? I didn't move. I thought I was gonna get through this whole first campaign without getting hit. Alright, let's take this guy down. Oh, he's done. Oh, okay, well, whatever. I thought I was gonna be able to kill him with that last combo. The sword's not very powerful though. Alright, so that's the Jack of Dust down. Oh yeah, and your character actually changes based on what armor and equipment you get, so sometimes your character ends up looking really cool.
Perhaps there is peace for him in the
Okay, so here's this box. This shows all the members of his court.
One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few fall at the first hurdle. None reach the last. We have wagered, and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine.
Okay.
As you improve,
yeah,
so do I.
Hopefully you can hear that. If not, you're reading the subtitles.
Retained.
As we earn cards, so does the dealer. So the dealer ends up with his own cards inside the decks, and he uses those against us, because we're actually playing this game against him. I'm not sure what the prize is at the end, but we're taking something from him by fighting our way through these things. Anyway, as a reward for defeating the Bandit Jack, you receive these new cards. What do we got? Jack of Skulls, Dead King's Hall, Local Peasant, Devil's Choice, River, and Captain of the Guards. Okay, and you'll see that there's a little mark underneath each one of those cards. That means when we beat those cards or do whatever special circumstance attached to those, we'll unlock more cards. And that's what these tokens here are. They are from beating other cards. As a reward for defeating the Bandit Jack, you receive these new cards: Medium Armor, Chains of Rage, Mercenary Contract, Medium Armor. Oh yeah, right, because it goes in the stack, so we have a pretty good chance to draw medium armor at this point. Fortitude's Breath, and Desperate Measures. Alright, let's add those cards. Okay, and one more set. For defeating my Bandit Jack, I give you new challenges. A Bandit Attack. And see, there's a lock with a key at the top of that. That means when we do our next run, this card is locked into our deck. So let's add that card. Stack them all back up. Shall we deal again? We will be dealing again, but we'll be doing that next time. For now, this is Game Horde Game. I am Pooh. We've been playing some Hand of Fate. I hope you join me again next time, and have yourselves a good one.